Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Jeremy Cash, live and direct with another valuable video for you. Today, we're going to talk about how to make really good thumbnails to attract your audience. I told you guys if a lot of you do videos, these are very important to pique interest, to get a lot of clicks on your videos, and to help grow your channel extremely fast. So a lot of you thought you had to have some crazy, expensive software, but I'm here to tell you that the software that you need is in the App Store on your phone. You can make thumbnails like mine. You can make thumbnails like not the gurus, but the internet couples that you see. You'll be able to make thumbnails like Dan Locke with the same software, kind of like FouseyTube, as well as other YouTubers and things like that. All right, so I'm gonna show you that software. Now the name of the software is called PicsArt. Okay, so I'm gonna Google it, but I'd rather you do it on your phone. You could do it from the actual website, but I'd rather you do it on your phone because I think they have one option that you don't have on the computer. They have an option on the phone that you don't have on the computer, right? So this is the name. You can type this in the App Store, right? And you will be able to get it. And as soon as you get it, you'll be able to open it up. Now, I'm going to show you on the mobile version on my phone in just a second. But one thing I want to go over is the color chart. So if you go to Google and you type in color emotion guide, okay, no matter what you're doing online, especially if you're doing make money online stuff, then you kind of want to look at this chart because it'll show you, what colors mean certain things, right? And you'll see all these big companies use, yellow and then orange. They'll just give you all the companies that use certain colors, and there's a reason why they use certain colors. Okay, so if I click on here, as you notice, let me zoom in. As you notice on the colors that I use, they're based off of this. So I use green first and foremost. Why do I use green? It said green is associated with wealthy, the easiest color for the eyes to process, right? Used to relax in stores. So, a lot of stores use this as well. Then I also use red. Red is energy, creates, it increases the heart rate, creates urgency, often, seen in clearance sales. So, most clearance racks have, the red tag and the red label when they go on sale, right? And I also use yellow, youthful, used to grab attention for shoppers. And I kind of use an orangish color as well, creates a call to action to subscribe, buy, or sell. So as you can see on mine, sometimes I use the yellow, sometimes I used on the credit one, I use like the orangish color, but I use all of these colors for a reason, right? They all have their own purpose subconsciously, and things like that. So that's a reason for that. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into my phone, and I'm going to walk you through the process on how to do the thumbnail. So let's get to it. Okay, guys. So the first thing you want to do, I go to Google. This is the first thing I do, right? As you can see, I already have a car pulled up. But let's say I go to Google. This is particularly mine, but you could type in whatever background you want to. You could type in solid background. I usually type in like a beach, right? Because I love the colors in it. It's nice and bright. Looks really good. So let's say I choose this one here. I'll click this one. I'll just hold down until it gives me the download image, right? I'll download that image. I'll exit out of this. Then I go to PicsArt. All right. Once I click PicsArt, I will click the little plus sign at the bottom right here that's circling. You click that, and then you click the image that you just downloaded, right? So I click the image I downloaded. Okay, now I'm here. Now you see this menu at the very bottom of the page. Okay, this menu is where you're going to click Tools. You're going to click Crop. And then you're going to go all the way down here, scroll to the left, and click on YouTube. So it'll crop it directly for YouTube. Okay, and then you click the check mark at the top right, and that saves it. Okay, from there, I then go to Effects. That's right next to Tools. I click on the FX for effects, and I click Blur. You always want to blur the background You don't have to blur the background, but I typically blur the background so that way they can see the picture a lot clearer, whatever picture you have in the foreground. So then I click the check mark again to save that. I go over here, I scroll to the left, and I find add photo. I click that, right? And then I pick a photo that I have, right? So I could scroll through my photos, and let's say I want to use this one. I'll add this one, okay? And I use this little arrow at the bottom that's pointing down. I use that to drag it and make it bigger, and I move it to whatever side I want it to go to, okay? After that, I go back down to the menu section at the bottom, and you see where it says cut out and it has the scissors. I click that. And then I just draw around the portion that I want to remove. So I'll draw around it, draw around my body, and it's gonna remove the background. It's only gonna keep what, is in red. Let's just say I just do this right here. And then I'll click the arrow at the top right. So I'll click that arrow and it saves everything for me. Bingo. If I like it, I click save. Now I'm out, okay? You see that? Now, to get the white border around myself, I go back to the menu at the bottom, I scroll over to the left, and I click border. You see how that border popped up? Now, if you see the thickness, I can control the thickness by moving it up and down. So if I only want a little bit, I can do a little bit. If I want to move myself kind of down or stretch myself even bigger, I can do that. And then I could also change the colors right here, right? Based on, whatever color scheme I'm going with. So I'll just usually do white. And then I'll click the check mark at the top to save that. All right. After that, it's time to add text. So I would go here to the menu again and I would find text, click that. And now it's time to write whatever it is. Now, if you're in the make money online niche, usually money is usually what gets most of the attention. So even if you put let's say I do 500, right? And this is even if you haven't even made money. This is just to catch people's attention. So you can say 500 here. These are my colors. You can use your own colors. You know what I mean? You ain't got to copy exactly, how I do it. You may have your own ideas, but I usually do green, right? And then after I clicked on colors and did green, I'll go right next to colors where it says stroke, click stroke, and then it automatically gives me like a black border. And if I do it back and forward on the amount, so I'll come back to where it's like small. And then I could also grab this little arrow on the 500 and I can stretch it even bigger, right? And then I'll click the check mark at the top to save it. And I'll go back to text and I could do per day, and then I will go back to colors in the menu section and I would change mine to red, and I would click the check mark to save it, and then I would go right next to color to click stroke again for the little background. See how dark I want it? I would stretch it out again and I would move mine there, right? And then I would put strategy, right? So you could do however you want to or whatever you want yours to say, but I'm just showing you exactly how I do mine. And then I usually do like yellow or like a orangish yellow. And then I would do the same thing here, stretch it as big as I want to. And then for the last part, I usually do emojis on mine. So I'll do like a money bag, some money, and some fire. And I'll just save those and I'll move them right under here. Bingo. Right after that, you're pretty much done. If that's how you like it, you'll just click the check mark at the top, save. You'll click the arrow at the very top pointing to the right. You'll click that, and then you would just click save at the bottom. Save, and then where it says don't click send or upload privately, just click save, and it'll save it directly to your camera roll. Bingo. Then I usually just email it to myself, and then I upload it on YouTube. So that's how it's done, guys. That's how you can create really good thumbnails and eye-catching thumbnails to get more clicks and views on YouTube. Hopefully this video helped, guys. If you have any other questions, comment below. Make sure you like this video, share it, and I will see you guys in another video. Peace.